Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to one of the happiest days in the history of Saunders College. As many of you know, my name is Jacqueline Mozrall. I am Dean of the Saunders College of Business, and we are so thrilled to have you with us today as we celebrate this exciting moment in Saunders College and RIT history. But before we begin, let me take this opportunity to thank our interpreters for their support during today's program. Today, we break ground on a new space dedicated to advancing and supporting the education of students in Saunders College of Business and at RIT. As a top 100 business school, including the #1 ranked undergraduate business school in Western New York, this expansion will bring us to the next level. The shovels in the ground may be ceremonial today, but the impact of this new facility on the region, RIT, and our business students is undeniably real and significant. We are excited to transform the applied learning and research environment for our students, faculty, and staff. The expansion and renovations will further enhance interdisciplinary and entrepreneurial collaborations and expand our ability to engage with the Rochester community and beyond. This expansion will nearly double the college's current footprint, and it will be complete in less than 2 years. So we will be here in the fall of 2023 to welcome back our students to campus in this new facility. I would like to recognize Labella Associates and RIT Planning and Design for their support on the development of an incredibly innovative building design. The resulting facility will feature student team rooms, applied research and case analysis labs, a wonderful event space and reception hall, a state-of-the-art auditorium, a cafe, outdoor spaces, as well as the renovation of existing classrooms in support of innovative and student-centered learning. The contemporary event venues will bring distinguished business leaders to campus. It will support regional and national conferences, as well as serve as learning laboratories for our hospitality-based programs. We are so humbled, grateful, and proud of our incredibly generous alumni and friends who, through your gifts, you have made this expansion and renovation possible for our students. Your gifts show our students that you believe in them and also believe in the vision and mission of Saunders College to elevate our entrepreneurial students through a unique education at the intersection of business, technology, and design. Our sincere thanks to all of you. And of course, I would also like to thank the Saunders College faculty and staff, who I have the pleasure of calling my colleagues. Their hard work and dedication give us an edge over other business schools. A small, close-knit college at a large technical university. It truly represents the best of both worlds. Let's give them a round of applause. Many of you have also supported this project, our faculty and staff, inspiring others in the RIT community to do the same. As you can see, we have a lot to celebrate. So let's continue the celebration by inviting RIT President David Munson to the podium to share some thoughts. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Munson.
Thanks very much, Jackie, and yes, celebration describes today quite well. As has always been the case, RIT continues to receive tremendous support from New York State and our public officials. RIT Saunders College of Business was awarded a $4.7 million competitive grant from New York State from the Higher Education Capital Matching Grant Program, also known as HECAP, and that will go toward this expansion and renovation. I'd like to welcome and thank some public officials and special guests in attendance today whose support we so appreciate. I'd like to acknowledge Adam Bello, our Monroe County Executive, Phyllis Wickerham, Director of Community Affairs for RIT's New York State Senator Pat Gallivan, Bob Duffy, President of Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce, and Stacy Henning, Chief Marketing Officer and Executive Vice President of Greater Rochester Enterprise. And at this time, I'd like to welcome RIT's good friend and representative in the New York State Assembly, Harry Bronson, to say a few words. He will be followed by our friend, New York State Senator Jerry Coomey. So, Harry, if you could come forward.
I love following Dr. Munson because I always have to do this. Thank you, though, for the opportunity to be here and to say a few words. And President Munson, Dean Mozrall, and the entire RIT community, we really appreciate what you're doing here on campus, and it's my honor to represent RIT. So thank you. To all of the donors and the supporters of this project, I want to personally thank you. This is another example of a private-public partnership where we in government try to support and help out private citizens and private universities who are trying to just expand a little bit more, do a little bit more for their students and for our community and the economy. Every time I visit this campus and I talk to students and professors, I'm blown away by the students' curiosity, their ingenuity, their passion, and their desire to create and to innovate. And that is what I think RIT is all about, creativity and innovation. And this expansion is going to allow interdisciplines to come together, to create, to talk, to communicate, to cooperate, to really put together programs for the next generation. And as the Economic Development Chair in the New York State Assembly, I'm especially thrilled about this expansion and the opportunities it's going to provide to our future entrepreneurs and business leaders. So once again, RIT, you've done it, and you continue to do it. When I first started representing this area, I don't know how many of the buildings were here, but not nearly the number that are here now. You guys are doing a great job. I'm just glad we've been able to partner through the HECAP program. Thank you.
Thank you, President Munson, and I'll start by saying that, Dean, you couldn't have said it better, which is that we believe in our students, and Assemblymember Bronson gets it as the Chair of Economic Development for the Assembly. When we say we believe in our students, what does that mean? That means that we believe in their futures, not just their experience on campus, but what they're going to do after they have a degree from RIT. I believe in the role that private higher education has in creating jobs and economic development, specifically from upstate. As a member of the Senate's majority, as a member of the Higher Education Committee, we must continue to make the investments right here at RIT and home in Rochester, but all across upstate New York specifically, because higher educational institutions will be the leading force for job creation. And if we want folks to come back to communities like Rochester, then we need to continue to make these investments in higher education, and we are committed in doing that in the New York State Senate. So congratulations, Dean, congratulations, President. Thank you, Mr. Saunders, for your continued support, and we look forward to many more years of success here at RIT. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot, Assemblyman Bronson and Senator Cooney. We really appreciate your remarks and your support. Please join me in recognizing all of these special guests that I mentioned, and want to thank you for being here today. We appreciate the continued support of all of you. I think everybody deserves a round of applause. As most of you know, RIT is a unique university in its ability to blend technology, the arts, and design into all disciplines. One of RIT's prime examples of this, believe it or not, is our internationally recognized Saunders College of Business. The college is celebrating its 111th anniversary this year, and during the last century it has grown to have activities on 4 global campuses with over 2,000 students and 25,000 successful alums. So it makes a lot of sense that we work to expand our footprint right here in Henrietta. Business at RIT incorporates technology and design and shows us what is possible when talent, skills, and an entrepreneurial mindset all come together. This expansion will allow for more interdisciplinary collaboration among Saunders students and faculty, elevating research, experiential education opportunities, and community engagement, all of which will drive, as we've heard before, creativity and innovation among the next generation of business leaders. And as the next generation, our students will follow a tradition of excellence among Saunders College graduates. We are so proud to call on an expansive network of entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders in their industries to support this project and to refer to them as RIT Tigers and Saunders alumni. It's also many of these same leaders who have given back to support the expansion project, many of whom are with us here today. I would like to highlight our lead donors. These amazing donors gave what we call transformational gifts. They're the ones who made this possible. Of course, one could argue it's hard to transform the Saunders College of Business into even something greater, but Chance Wright, Susan Holliday, Klaus, Brigitte, and Dina Gueldenpfennig, and Phil Saunders, they have accomplished just that. Collectively, these generous donors have given nearly $12 million toward the Saunders expansion. And to our donors, your gifts will firmly position the Saunders College as one of the world's premier business education and research centers. There is simply no doubt about that. And new generations of prospective students and professionals will view RIT business programs with heightened global regard, all thanks to your support. Please allow me to share the impact our donors are having on this project. As a recent grad, Chance Wright understands that when classrooms aren't up to date, and that was true, learning is more challenging, especially with the advent of more laptops and more technology in the classroom. That's why he has specifically chosen to support renovations to classrooms and shared learning spaces. Chance's gift will also support the addition of a south-facing outdoor balcony on the top floor of the building expansion with scenic views of our campus. This feature, which adds an additional outdoor space to the expansion plan, wouldn't have been possible without Chance's gift. He profoundly understands the student experience, and he wants to make a difference for our undergraduate and graduate students. So thank you, Chance. We are so appreciative of what is now Chance's second gift to this university. A gift from alumna and vice chair of RIT's Board of Trustees, Susan Holliday, is going to fund a 6,000 square foot fourth floor signature event space comprising a conference hall, a reception gallery, and yes, a wine room. And to top it off, that deserves applause, right? Yes, yes. To top it off, it's going to feature impressive views of the RIT campus, and once complete, this venue will serve as one of the preeminent event spaces for RIT and indeed in the Finger Lakes region. The event space will significantly enhance the ability of Saunders College to provide for collaborative learning, benefiting both students and faculty. It will also provide an exciting arena in which to host conferences and meetings that historically were simply too large for Saunders to accommodate. This, coupled with the establishment of the Susan Reedman Holliday Graduate Endowed Fellowship in 2013, shows Susan's unwavering dedication to the Rochester region and to our RIT students. So thank you, Susan. We appreciate it. The Gueldenpfennigs have a long-standing tradition of giving back to their alma mater, and earlier this month they made a gift in support of the Saunders Expansion Project. Trustee Emeritus Klaus, along with Brigitte and daughter Dina, who's also a trustee, Dina and Brigitte are here representing the family. And together, they have all earned 5 RIT degrees amongst them. So they know where to go to school. The family business telecom company Redcom Laboratories employs more than 60 RIT alumni. Their support from the Gueldenpfennigs, both financial and professional, is at the heart of the highly respected Telecommunications Engineering Technology program in the College of Engineering Technology here at RIT. They've also been equally loyal alumni supporters to the Saunders College of Business, offering financial gifts and valuable strategic guidance. Their very generous gift will support the future growth of Saunders, which will drive innovative program development and help attract exceptional talent among both faculty and students. In honor of their continued support, I'm proud to announce that we are naming the expansion's auditorium in their honor. RIT will have the honor of hosting distinguished speakers and guests in the Gueldenpfennig Auditorium once the construction is complete. And now, finally, let me talk a little bit about Phil Saunders, a friend of many in this group. Of course, Phil is the college's namesake, and now Phil has made another incredibly generous gift. A homegrown entrepreneur, Phil has made his mark on both business and philanthropy throughout this entire region. His knack for creative problem solving, combined with a visionary instinct for seizing opportunities, along with lots of hard work, and boy is that ever Phil, lots of hard work. These have contributed to his long-standing success, and he has never hesitated to share that with RIT. In 2006, when Phil placed his trust in us by attaching his name to our business college, he initiated this unprecedented period of progress that has set the college on a great path for 1.5 decades now. I'm happy he's here to celebrate another leap forward for this college. Phil has invested in us, but he has also committed his time and energy. His spirit is a driving force in everything we do, and we cherish the active role he takes in helping the college and its students, alumni, faculty, and staff. It is truly an honor for us to have this amazing college that bears Phil Saunders' name. So I'd ask you to please help me thank Chance, Susan, Klaus, Brigitte, Dina, and Phil with a hearty round of applause. And Phil, I'd like to invite you to come to the podium to share a few words with us today, as I know how much this project and its portending impact on our students means to you. So, Phil, it's all yours.
It's nice to follow Dr. Munson, so you put these down again. Just to piggyback on somebody else's words. Well, when I first made this donation to the school 15 years ago, I'm pleased that I'm still here 15 years later. At the time, I wouldn't have predicted that. At any rate, when I made my first gift, I made it with Al Simone, who was a favorite guy of mine back in that day and brought a lot of spirit to the school, so on and so forth. But he called me over to his office one day, and he said, I want to talk to you about a project. And he said, I want you to name the liberal arts school after you. And I said, well, I'm not a liberal arts type guy. I'm in the business school type thing. He said, well, that's going to cost you a lot more money. And little did I know that it did cost me that day 3 times what the original ask was. But little did I know that it would follow a couple other gifts. So over the years, it's cost quite a bit. But it's been a pleasure. And bringing all the different schools together here to me is one of the keys, and Dr. Munson really spelled it out, is what this school does. You got so many different type schools here that all intertwine, and then you throw a business degree or a sub-degree on top of it. You really have put together a hell of a student for the future. And Chance, you must be one of the younger guys to have ever given a big donation to the school. And so I'm sure somewhere along the line the school helped you find the right career. So that's a wonderful thing to see. And I guess the other two big donors today are both alumni of the school too, which is, that's really great. And I talked to Brigitte the other day on the phone and thanked her personally for your gift. I think I talked to you a while back, Susan. Chance, I don't think I talked to you, so my apologies. At any rate, this definitely is a great day. I look forward to the future and to see what we can accomplish next. I do have one of my best, most favorite faculty here somewhere, Dan Tassoni. And I have to give a special word out to him because over the years he's been a great friend, and he constantly is pushing me in the back that, the school's doing really good, but he sort of intimates that they could always use a little more money. At times I would say, well, is this so you can get a bigger raise? Or no, it's got nothing to do with me. But we've had a lot of time, a lot of fun talking about it over the years. So today is a great year. I look forward to coming back in 2 years. I like the orange of the school. It's just the same as our Orange Valley trucks. That's, I don't know. I know your orange came first, but we really didn't copy it. It just happened that way. So at any rate, to everybody, thanks for coming today. Thanks for the great faculty of the school for the job they're also doing, because they really, I just can't tell you how many students I talked to that just loved going here. And that's an important thing when you get out of school and you love where you went, you love the faculty, and you can talk about it. So to the faculty also, thank you very much also. And thank you to all of the donors that came today and these major donors. In a way, you major donors hurt me a little bit because this was a matching thing. When you put me over the top, then I had to come up with some more money. But at any rate, it was all part of a fun game. So thank you very much, everybody. I forgot to thank Jackie, who has really put some extra spark into the school, and I apologize for not putting you right at the top of the list. But, okay. I get up here, I get nervous at times, so I forget somebody. Okay. But Jackie is doing a wonderful job, and she really has elevated the school and is so well respected in the community, and we're very lucky to have her.
Thank you. Thank you, Phil. We are so lucky that you have chosen to champion this college. Okay, it is now time to officially celebrate the start of construction. Before we do that, I just also want to thank President Munson for his outstanding work in leading RIT. Your efforts in helping to bring this incredible new learning space to our campus is really appreciated. So, of course, no event, at least at RIT, would be complete without including our students. So at this time, I'd like to also introduce Jolene Rose Alou. Jolene is representing our students and was selected as our undergraduate delegate last year for her academic and professional achievements. She is currently an MBA student after graduating with her BS degree in management. She maintains a passion for creative arts, and as a young entrepreneur, she started her own web design and development business. She also works for Lyric Design as a marketing manager. Jolene flew her first airplane at 16 years old and someday hopes to earn her private pilot license. Okay, so it is now time to break ground. And since this groundbreaking requires some heavy lifting, I would like to invite Dr. Munson, Chance Wright, Susan Holliday, Dina Gueldenpfennig, and Phil Saunders, along with our student delegate, Jolene Alou, and Assemblyman Bronson and Senator Cooney, to join me at our dig site and help me officially launch the Saunders College of Business expansion. There is a shovel and a hard hat for each of you.
Jackie, do you want to, I'm going to have everyone take their name tag as well. Okay. That would be a great idea. Let's take off.
Thank you all for joining us for this moment in RIT history, and we invite everyone to continue celebrating. Thanks again for being here.